Hey everyone, Shashank this side. I hope you all are doing well today. So as you can see on my screen, today we will going to look at another good service from Amazon, which is AWS Security Hub. I call this as an integrated service. Reason being, this is acting like a hub service which uses different security tools or services within AWS like GuardDuty, Macie, Inspector, Access Analyzer, and different security tools to give us a consolidated report regards to our infrastructure security findings. So Amazon has created a consolidated console for us where we can check all our findings related to the security concerns towards our infrastructure. So I have jotted down few points regarding the basic concepts of Security Hub. We'll go through that and I'll show you how to enable this service in AWS console. As I said, AWS Security Hub provides you a comprehensive view to your security state within AWS and help you to check whether your environment is security compliant or not as per your industry standard and best practices. So one place to review all your security related findings. That's Amazon Security Hub is all about. It collects the security data across AWS accounts. So this is something not confined to one AWS account. It collects the data from different AWS accounts, services, and supported by third-party partner products as well, which help us to analyze security trends and identify the highest priority security issues. So, for example, there are like a lot of vulnerabilities. Let's say there are like a lot of vulnerabilities in our environment related to the security. Then scanning our security resources or infrastructure resources within AWS with the help of Security Hub will help us to identify what are the highest or critical, medium, and the low priority security issues are existing within our environment. As an example, let's say if you have created your infrastructure, within that infrastructure you have open RDP or SSH port across all over the world, then that is one of a security risk. That is something considered as a critical priority security issues within your infrastructure, and that is something Security Hub will gonna show you after scanning your infrastructure. So what are the benefits that we have with Security Hub? Reduce the effort to collect and prioritize the findings. So for example, let's say we have a different Amazon security tools, right? We have GuardDuty, we have Inspector, Access Analyzer. And again, if you're not aware of these tools, I have already created video on these modules within AWS. So please go through those videos. I'll share the link in the description section of this particular video and get a clear understanding in how these security tools works within AWS. Coming back to the benefit section, how it reduces the effort in collection because it's one place where it's using GuardDuty, Inspector, Analyzer, and different security tools integrated with it and giving a consolidated view within one dashboard. And based upon that, we will be getting critical findings, we'll be getting medium and low priority issues. So based upon that, obviously the critical one needs to be addressed first, then medium, and we have time to take care of the low priority issues as well. Second benefit is automatic security check against best practices and standards. So this security hub follows industry best practices in terms of the security. It covers your CIS benchmark, PCI compliance, SOC audit, and HIPAA compliance as well. As I said, this is not limited to one account. You can use Security Hub to get your findings across different accounts within your organization. So I hope this clears a lot in terms of the basic concept why Security Hub has been introduced by AWS and what are the benefits of using Security Hub. This is a diagram that how the architectural flow happens for the Security Hub. So Security Hub quickly access your high priority security alerts and security posture across AWS accounts in one comprehensive view. Then we have a combination of integrated services like guard duty, inspector, analyzer. Then we have partner solutions. So it is supported by third layer product as well, firewall manager and Messi. Continuously aggregate and prioritize your findings from AWS and partner security services. Highlight emerging trends of your possible issues. So again, once they scan your infrastructure, then obviously this will going to give you each and every detail of the security issues present within your infrastructure. Then we are getting an automated security checks using the industry standards such as CIS, AWS benchmark, then PCI DSS compliance as well. And based upon that, whatever the findings that we are getting, we have to take actions. Now, the remediation can be done with the help of writing a Lambda function or Python function to remediate your issues, but this security hub is not able to remediate the issues automatically. This will only going to give you the findings of this potential risk which is present in your environment. Okay, so this is all about the theoretical part of the security hub. Let's go to AWS Management Console to see how to use security hub. This is my AWS Management Console. Go to the services and let's search for security hub. So this is my AWS Security Hub dashboard. Now this is like manage your security and compliance. It's the same kind of checks or same kind of points that I have discussed, written over here in brief. All the benefits and everything is written over here. Now, initially for 30 days you will get a trial period, and based upon that, whatever you will gonna use, you will get charged for that, like a pay-as-you-go model, right? Run the automated security check across your AWS environment, prioritize and remediate the security issues, and consolidate your security findings. Go to the security hub and 30-day of trial duration. The pricing in USD for first 100,000 check, it's nearby 0.0010 per check. And then we have different checks. There is a reduce in the amount as well, and above 500,000 you will charge like $0.0005. So first 10,000 it's free. Okay, let's go to security hub. Click on that because this is my new account and I haven't used security hub with this particular account. I have used this with one of my client and they are happily using it. Enabling security hub grants it permission to conduct a security check. This will going to create an SLR with following services used to conduct the security check like CloudWatch, SNS, config, it uses config as well, and CloudTrail. 3 level of checks that we have: AWS Foundational Security Best Practices version 1.0.0, CIS AWS Benchmark version 1.2.0, and enable PCI DSS version 3.2.1. Integrations that we have as per the diagram is Guard Duty, Inspector, Messi, Access Analyzer, and Firewall Manager. Let's click all and enable Security Hub. Now this will going to take bit of time to grab all the detail. Okay, AWS Foundational Security Practices standard, a set of all those things that we have discussed. 31 new controls, 18 services has been covered, AWS resources are 15. Let's enable the standard one. Now, as of now, my account is totally new. I don't have much resources built on this particular account, but still I'll gonna wait to check if it finds something from my VPC or subnets to check, or with the IAM Access Analyzer, are we getting something or not. So I'm gonna pause this video and wait for the results to come. So this has done with collecting all the data, a consolidated view with the different tools that we are using, the integrated ones like Guard Duty, Inspector, Analyzer, and other different tools. As I said, this is a brand new account and I don't have much resources within this particular AWS account. So let's review what are the findings that we have received from the initial scanning. One of the AWS resource has been scanned, which is S3 bucket with public write or read permissions. Rest are 0. On the right hand side, latest findings with AWS integration. Guard duty, we don't have anything. Inspector, again, no findings. MyC, we don't have any findings. Analyzer, within like 2 minutes, we have certain findings over here. Let's scroll down a bit. Okay. So these are the security standards that we have, the 3 foundations, and we don't, as we don't have any resources in it, that's why nothing has been checked around. Let's go down a bit. New findings over time by provider, which is my S3 bucket, and you can see this will going to scan my EC2 instances as well, IAM users, AMIs, and accounts with the most recent finding. Let's go to the finding section on the left. So this is a medium priority issue which is new, and it's an AWS company from IAM Access Analyzer, and this is my bucket. So let's click on this. Let's see the detail. Severity original is 40 plus. Let's expand this. A finding with a security issue or failed security check. Okay, this is a medium level of security. You can see the type, effects, data exposure, external grant access, AWS S3 bucket, which is the resource ID is S3 Abhi 2019. Remediation, we are getting some recommendation as well. Come on, go down. If the access is not intended, it indicates a potential security risk. Use the console for the resource to modify or remove the policy of unintended access. Now, here is one point to note. If you have given intended access publicly to the world, if that is like intentional in nature, then you can ignore that and go to your access analyzer and move that to an archived, right? Otherwise, if it is not intended, by mistake the public access has been given, please go to your resource and disable your public access. So for example, in this case, we'll go to S3 bucket, and within S3 bucket, we'll go to the permissions, block public access. I'll edit this and click save, confirm. Now this bucket is not public in nature. You can see that. Let's go to Security Hub again. Now, there are like few things that we can check around. Let's go to security standard. You can disable this particular check even if you have opted for these 3 checks during the initial configuration. You can disable it after that as well. If you go to the view results section, so what are the status or what are the checks this will be going to do in background. You can see all high, critical, medium priority issues is listed over here. For example, EBS snapshot should not be public, determined by ability to restore by anyone. That is something correct. If your EBS snapshot is public in nature, then anybody can hack your EBS snapshot, get the data, whatever you have given inside that volume, right, or snapshot. So that is considered as critical in nature. In same way, AWS config should be enabled, because I don't have AWS config enabled, that's why it's medium in nature. So AWS config is another security service from AWS which work based upon the rules. You have to define a rule to scan your resources time to time, and that will give you a compliant and non-compliant resources within AWS based upon the rules that we define. Same way, application load balancer should be configured to redirect all HTTP requests to HTTPS. They are considering this as your medium priority issue. On the high priority issue, IAM policies should not allow full admin privileges to everyone. That is considered as high priority issues. But for administrators, this can be ignored. So these are the few checks in the security standard you will be going to see. Like if you go to PCI DSS, what are the results that we are getting? Like log metric filter and alarm should exist for the uses of the root user. Then if you go to the insights, you will gonna see the filters that we have: S3 bucket public read or write permission, then EC2 instances and all those things. Integrations, you're gonna see all integrated resources like firewall manager, access analyzer, guard duty. Detective is another new service from Amazon, which I haven't used it. Now, the third party tool integration, Armor. Then we have alert logic. So all these can be integrated with our Opsgenie. You can integrate Opsgenie to send out a notification or receive a findings from Security Hub. So alerting mechanism can be done with this particular integration as well. So all these can be done with the help of Security Hub. Now to disable it, what you have to do, go to the settings section. Now again, you can add multiple accounts, give the account IDs over here. Come on, give the account ID, email address, and add those accounts to check. And you can upload the list of accounts. Let's say if you have 100 accounts of AWS, just create a list like a CSV file, upload that list, and all those accounts will be added over here. So that is something considered with the help of AWS organization. So try to run that as part of your principal account. Now, if you go to the general section, there is something called disable AWS Security Hub. I'm going to disable this Security Hub because I am not going to use this until unless I am loaded with my resources. So let's disable this first. Before that, what's new? Let's go to what's new section. We have a new AWS Foundational Security Best Practices. You can get the link from here: batch update, workflow status, then updates from severity scores for 4 controls like PCI, DSS, CIS, and all those things. So we have a lot of new integrations or new things has been added with this particular AWS Security Hub. A new region has been added for the Security Hub as well, like Middle East, Asia Pac, Europe, and all those things. The last one, multi-account, multi-region Security Hub enablement script is there as well. You can get it from GitHub. Now let's go to settings, general, and we're gonna disable it. Disable Security Hub. Again, this is just to show you how Security Hub is useful with the help of different AWS security tools provided by Amazon, and one place to see all the findings. So that's it guys for this particular video. Just give it a try on your account. This is 30-day of trial period is there. You can run it for 15 days, get the findings on your account, show it to the management, just share the result and tell them whether we can use it or not, how much this useful is all about of Security Hub, because there are lot of benefits within AWS now it's providing. Just place out a comment in comment section if you're facing any issue and I'll be there to help you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.